I'm your host, the infamous D Gutter, the entertainer, and I'm going to address what Kwame Brown, Hassan Campbell, and Styles P was talking about. Um, no disrespect to them three gentlemen. No disrespect. I kind of agree with Styles P. I'm here for the youth. I'm here to make sure the youth will stay positive, and you don't have to deal with the street like with the gangs. Just get a job, building your building your community, and be a father for your child. Be a good role model for the young black boys out there. So I'm with Styles P. But everybody always talking about what they're gonna do for the community. How they gonna do this, how they gonna do that. And the first thing they talk about is okay, well we need to build these vocational schools for the community, so therefore these young boys know a skill in the trade. But all these athletes, this is my opinion, all these athletes with millions of dollars, I haven't seen athlete, one athlete join the board of education, join the organization to make a trade school or a trade center for our young boys. I haven't seen one of them haven't done it yet. Never one. They good standing preaching what the youth should be doing, but they're not giving them a place for youth to show their creativity besides rapping. That's my honest opinion. That's my opinion. Pardon me. Because lately, I sit there and I listen, and everybody just like accept Styles P. Everybody wolf tickets. Well, I mean wolf tickets are this and that. I represent this hood. This is where I'm from. Nobody can tell me nothing. But nobody is not putting any money together for a cause. Nobody not putting any money together for the cause. I see them. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong making money on YouTube. Nothing wrong. But if you say you for the community and building a community, how come these big YouTubers that got hundreds of thousands of fans, you're gonna try to tell me y'all can't put your money together to at least for a center for the youth, a center to know refrigerating, mechanics, but all we could do is sit there and tell them things not to do, but not provide a institution, a place for them to learn a trade or a skill. Like Star P said before, I'm here for the youth. Tell the youth, get a job. You don't have to join the game. You have to betray this negative image, negative stereotype to get respect. And be a father to your child. That's what I'm here for. And pretty much these people, when I say these basketball celebrities, these public figures, they should be held accountable too. Because if you go and say you're going to make there should be a vocational school, a trade school for the youth to know mechanics, refrigerating, and you with this NBA league and all these millions of dollars, athletes make millions of dollars. You mean none of them decided to put their money together for a center for the youths? Okay, fine. They say education, you get to go through the red tape, but you can't build a building. Fine. You can build a center for the youths to fix cars, to do refrigerating. But we good at telling them things not to do, but we don't give them type of incentive. So therefore, to make them to make them be positive for the community, we don't do that. And children are smart. Children watch us, and they emanate the things that we do. So we drive around with big cars and jewelry and showing our estates and how wealthy we is. That's what they think life is about. And life is not about houses and cars. Life is about pretty much being there, rebuilding your community, bringing jobs, being there for your family. That should be that should be much more important, in my opinion, than showing estates and cars and jewelry. That's really bothering me about that interview. I sit there, both of them, all three of them brothers, they got a point. But I'm styling with Styles P. Not because he's a rapper, because me and him are the same age. I'm an OG, I'm an old head. I don't know nothing about the new generation, about how the way y'all communicate the signs. I know nothing about that. All I know is the Old Testament, if you don't work, you don't eat. Get a job, you stay out of trouble. All right, fine. Most people say, I don't want to get a job. Being a job, okay. Entrepreneur. Run a business. Stay out of trouble. And I always say to the young people, education is the key out of poverty. Stay in school. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to sell drugs to prove that you're tough. You don't have to be in a game to prove that you're tough. You don't have to do that. Stay in school. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know that sounds kind of boring, and most youth don't want to hear that, but that's the only way to survive. Because you already know if you join a gang, that leads to death or in jail. You sell drugs, that leads to death or in jail. That don't create any jobs for the community. It just tear the community down and keep us in that stereotype. Again, again, like I say, all three of them brothers have a good point. Kwame have a good point. Hassan Campbell got a good point. And Styles P, like I say, I agree with Styles P because Styles P is an OG just like me. And like I said, Kwame, I had nothing against you, brother. I had nothing against you. You're doing a good thing out there on YouTube. But, bro, you just can't sit there and just be talking. Come on, bro. You got all these resources. You mean you was in the NBA league? You mean you can't form a charity or organization where all these millionaire basketball players could give and make a center for the youth to learn refrigerating and mechanics? Like I said, we good at tell you what to do, but we don't give them incentive to pretty much to stay positive. We don't give them no incentive to stay positive. Again, Kwame, I had nothing against you, brother. You're doing a good job. Hassan Campbell, I had nothing against you, brother. You're doing a good job. You're doing you. Like I said, I side with Styles P. But like I said before, now, Kwame Brown, you are an athlete. You play professional basketball, right? Now, forget about people say you make X amount. I don't care about X amount of dollars. You got the resource. You mean all them rich athletes, them basketball players, you mean y'all couldn't form an organization to make a center for the youth? Some type of center to make them stay positive? Or you just pretty much going to sit there and tell the youth what they shouldn't be doing? Anybody could tell you what they shouldn't be doing. Youth need a center. They need a place that's positive, a place that for their future, that make them have a bright future. That get them excited, get them enthusiastic, get them excited to go. Now, I guarantee, Kwame Brown, if you've been in the league so many years, right? You could easily form an organization with all them athletes. And them athletes will donate. Because most of the time they use that as a tax write-off anyway. And you could have made a center for the youth, for mechanic. You could have made a center for youth for refrigerating. or to be an electrician. That's all I got to say. I'm out.